Yeah, hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? There's money everywhere. There's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino is the name. There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? There's money everywhere. There's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino is the name.
Beat me up, Scotty.
Me and her together, we just count it up. Money on my mind, I can't get enough. Don't play with my money, you don't want no beef. Cause I come from the bottom, I come from the street. When she first saw me, she say, who is that? When a man saw me, he called me a threat. I'm the one that really live with a rap. They ain't never did it, they ain't really trap.
Beat me up, Scotty.
Me and her together, we just count it up. Money on my mind, I can't get enough. Don't play with my money, you don't want no beef.
Yo, what's good? What's good? So, I'm home, I'm live, and, I'm kind of on quarantine. So, I had a positive COVID test, can't really go nowhere. I've been on quarantine for like 6 days, so I've just been kind of stuck here at the crib. And, I was wondering what I was going to do, with this New Year's, kind of being away from the fam and everything going on. I could hear the fireworks outside. So, I just decided I'd come on live and, just kind of chat it up, I guess. But, of course, we got about 2 hours, at least here where I'm at. I'm in Atlanta, so it's 2 hours from any kind of, from the new year. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just be live for the next 2 hours. So, just randomly talking about whatever. This is not really like a video in particular about any particular subject. I got 2 hours to kill. So, if you guys ain't doing nothing, I ain't doing nothing. So we might as well do nothing together if anything. So hold on, let me try and find this live on this phone right here so I can just kind of see what's going on. Okay, it's a couple people out here. It's a couple people. What's good? Where y'all watching from? Where y'all watching from right now? So it's a couple people on here right now. Anyway, what's going on in the world of finance right now? I've been seeing a lot, especially like in the world of trucking. I've been watching a lot of videos. A lot of YouTubers been making a lot of comments about YouTube. What's good? Happy New Year, bro. Happy New Year, man. I'm on quarantine. I can't go nowhere. Talking to Mr. Untouchable. Yeah, man. Can't go nowhere, so I'm stuck here at the house. I'm fine, by the way. I'm not sick or anything like that as far as I don't feel ill, but I had a positive COVID test, so can't really go nowhere or whatever, but, I'm here. Anyway, so I've been looking at a lot of stuff about trucking, and what was crazy to me was a guy was saying that he's expecting it to be hard for new trucking companies, like newly established trucking authorities. Or small trucking authorities. He's expecting them to like kind of struggle. And as much work as it is out here, I can't imagine any real struggles when it comes to being able to get money from the trucking business. Like I don't know why new trucking companies would struggle, because he was mentioning that there's a backup of like a supply chain shortages, right? So it's a big backup on that. But like I don't see why there would be any issues when it came to like a new trucking company having an issue, because it's so much stuff that needs to be moved. It seems like almost infinite work at this point. But he's under the impression that because of the supply chain shortages and how backed up everything is, new trucking companies will struggle. I don't understand the logic, but I don't know everything, so maybe he knows some stuff I don't understand. But yeah. Anyway, let's see what's been going on. Let me get on Google. Oh, Mr. Untouchable, where you from? What city you live in? And the other viewers, where you guys located? All right, hold on. Let me get on Google real quick. All right, so okay, so it says 2022 stimulus check payments. Do you qualify? There's a question saying, do you qualify to receive any stimulus checks in January? I don't think I'm going to get any more stimulus checks. Maybe. Oh, they got some. Oh, okay. Omicron variant surging. Maybe stimulus checks related to that. I'm thinking they talking about like the child tax credit. Ain't nothing from that. Ain't doing nothing for me for that. But and I might be. I don't know what the. Let me see. I'm trying to see how much. Okay, it says remember it's $150,000 for married people who file joint, or $75,000 for individuals. Yeah, I know I ain't gonna get no stimulus check. if that's the if it's all or nothing, and that's the parameters. Yeah, it's not gonna happen for me. Somebody is spamming me to death. Phoenix, Arizona, what's good? Okay, that's what's up. Bryce is watching from Houston. I ain't been in Houston in a minute. Not CDL and a day job to Swift or not to Swift. So who is that? Matt Tate. Matt Tate says not CDL and a day job to Swift or not to Swift. That's very interesting. All right. So Bryce says a major in supply chain in college and have been researching everything and talking to as many truckers as possible because I'm interested in starting my own trucking biz. Yeah. So you're studying in college. I don't understand why there would be an issue with, say, if you started a new trucking company, and I saw the guy video. Can't remember the guy's name, but I definitely got it in my history. But I watched the guy video, and he's by far the only person that I saw say anything about new trucking companies that right now may not be the best idea to start a new trucking company because of the supply chain shortages, that it might be kind of slow for the truck getting the loads. I guess, I don't understand it, right? Because yes, they've probably cut back at, say, stores or ports, or not ports necessarily, maybe ports even, as far as employees. But a lot of that is because well, of course, they cut back because people are sick, but a lot of that kind of stuff is being cut back because there's not enough stuff coming in. Like there's not enough trucks moving the loads in order for the people to need to be at work to receive it. So a large part of the supply chain issue is bottlenecked at being able to move it from the ports. Now, true, the ports are having issues with employees as well. Like there's a shortage of, employees at the ports to unload things and stuff like that. But I still don't think that there's like a major shortage just because they can't get enough unloaded. I think they can get enough unloaded. They can get a lot of stuff unloaded. I think that most of the issue is getting it from the ports, from like being picked up and then delivered wherever else it goes. But let's see. Okay, so Bryce says, yeah, I'm gonna have to search for that person on YouTube. Yeah. Wish I could remember the name of it. But yeah, it was a pretty, I'd say it was an interesting watch just because he gave a different opinion, I guess, from what I would have even expected anybody to say. And maybe that was his point, though. Maybe he was just trying to do more of a shock value, like, hey, don't start a trucking company right now. I don't know if it's like any real validity to what he's saying as far as that goes, but that is an interesting point. I haven't, I'm not a supply chain person or whatever, so it's definitely something to look into. All right, man. So we 10 minutes in. We got an hour and 50 minutes left. That's what's up. So what are you guys planning on doing with your New Year's resolutions? Do you have any New Year's resolutions? I know everybody's probably like right now out like popping fireworks or at a club or at a church or something like that. I can't be around anyone, so here I am. I appreciate you guys keeping me company right now. All right, so let's see. Now, I don't know how many of you guys like follow like what's going on in hip hop, but man, being a rapper is a dangerous job. This is by far the most dangerous job on the planet. It is more dangerous to be a rapper than it is to be a soldier in Afghanistan. It's crazy. It's crazy. I even saw like there was a dentist. It was good. All pro. What's good, bro? Yeah, man. I'm just on here, man. We doing the countdown. Just waiting on midnight. Waiting on 2022 to get here. You know. Waiting on 22 to get here. I'm basically on quarantine. I got COVID. I got tested positive on like the day after Christmas. And, you know, kind of had like a little fever on Christmas. So I kind of was, you know, kept myself away from the fam. So kind of shut my Christmas down. But I went and tested the next day, popped positive for COVID. So they got me on quarantine. I got another like 4 to 5 days before I'm like fully like able to like move around. But I'm not like sick or anything like that. So I'm just on quarantine. But couldn't go anywhere, couldn't do anything, couldn't go be around everybody, you know. Definitely being around people right now is crazy. So, hey, okay, say Dom says, hold on. Okay, All Pro says, everyone has it right now. I know like 15 people. Yeah, it's crazy. I know a lot of people too. A lot of people. So Dom says, your content has been extremely helpful in my journey to become financially stable adult. Just wanted to drop by and say thank you. Man, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, Dom. That's right. We should be spraying positive energy right now. Spraying positive energy. I appreciate that, Dom, man. Yeah. What do you do, Dom? Like, what kind of, like, what areas of like, what part of this channel? Like, is it the accounting side? Is it just financial literacy side? Like, is it real estate stuff? Is it the trucking stuff? Like, is it the credit stuff? Like, what is it? Is it being able to start an LLC? Like, what did you use? Or is it just more so just the financial literacy side, just different ways to think about money? But yeah, man, so like being a rapper is so dangerous that it, you know, there's a lot of rappers that I listen to, and a lot of them are not necessarily mainstream. I'm part of the culture, you know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of rappers. I've been around a lot of rappers, been on tours and all that kind of stuff with rappers. So like it's I'm part of that network, even by default. And some of them to have either known some of the ones who've been killed or had conversations with other rappers about some of those people, like, hey, man, tell your partner, you know what I'm saying, keep doing their thing, you know, when they still coming up, and to see them get killed, you know, in hindsight, or just tell other people. I get messages from people saying, hey, you told me to check this guy out, man, when he wasn't nobody, man, and, you know, and when he got killed, you was the first person I thought about. It's like, what? Like, you know, I don't want that, but, you know, it is a bit, you know, it's a bit of a little kind of like shock a little bit, like just like, dang, like these is people I was telling people about or I was listening to or that I was like rooting for, or I was sending messages back and forth to, or that I met, or whatever. And, you know, it's just, you gotta stop. Gotta stop. College kid at the moment, but the real estate stuff and learning how to flip houses for profit. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up, man. Yeah, we definitely plan on doing a lot more of that on this channel, showing a lot more of the behind the scenes and stuff like that. I've been talking to some of my real estate friends about that. But yeah, we definitely want to do more of that on this channel. All right. Oh yeah, matter of fact, could y'all do me a favor for you guys who are actually on here right now? Could you guys check this out and just tell me what you think about it? All right, hold on, let me cut to it.
Beat me up, Scotty. Beat me up, Scotty.
Me and her together, we just count it up. Money on my mind, I can't get enough. Don't play with my money, you don't want no beef. Cause I come from the bottom, I come from the street. When she first saw me, she said, who is that? When a man saw me, he called me a threat. I'm the one that really live with a rap. They ain't never did it, they ain't really trap.
All right. So, what do you think? You know, I was just out flying the drone, decided I'd put a little, the music behind it. But what do you think? You think I should get like some better area footage of the neighborhood, or go to a different location altogether? See, I could go like post up by some mansions and shoot that, but like I also be kind of, part of me want to be authentic, you know what I'm saying? And just kind of shoot like the real spot, cause it ain't a bad spot, but it ain't like I'm in front of a 12,000 square foot mansion. I don't know. Nice said. Appreciate that. Okay. All Pro says, I think once they get their first success, a lot of people take advantage of them. Yeah, that too. But I think that like some of them don't even have money yet, for real. Like, now don't get me wrong. There's definitely a lot of money, I guess, in entertainment and music and things like that, because that's, for whatever reason, that's like the only place that we really see affluent wealth in, say, like the black community, or coming from the hood or whatever. We see that either in sports or from being a rapper. And that's how it looks from that lens. But in reality, a lot of rappers don't have no money, okay? All right. I appreciate that, All Pro. See, the house is already on point. Appreciate that. But yeah, a lot of rappers really don't have as much money as it looks like. Some of them do. Like a lot of the new influx of the ads and stuff like that, like a lot of them, when they doing a lot of, like a crazy amount of streams, they do have a lot of money. There are some. I ain't gonna say a lot. There are some who make a lot of money from it. But for the most part, most people don't make any money from music. Very, very small group. But that small group of people who do make money make a lot of money, right? They make a crazy amount of money. And it seems like that's the only place. Like, you'll hear people say, oh, you'll hear people who, like, they reference that, or I'm not a rapper or anything, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's so many other things that you can make money from, or people who have money. But I guess maybe because rappers flaunt their money, or and it makes sense for them to do that, because flaunt, like, success attracts success, or money attracts money, I guess. I don't know. Like, if, for instance, if I were to show you $50,000 in a video, you're probably not going to ask me to come do a $100 show, right? Like, if I'm in a music video and I'm pulling up in a Lamborghini and I got like $50,000 cash on me and I'm counting out in the video and I'm throwing money in the air and all of that, if you were going to book me for a show, you probably wouldn't even come at me for a free show, or come at me for a $100 show. It's like, yo, how much you charge? I'll give you $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, whatever, because you're assuming that I already have that. and that would be below you, below my level, because I'm already showing that I have all of these things. And what is $100 to somebody who got a crazy amount of money? Now, and on the hindsight, like, I could be needing that $100, and that could be all moving money, and I just borrow somebody's car and whatever. You don't know, right? But it's just the perspective. It's just the perspective. Okay, so fine, I want to change it. I appreciate that, Dom. Yeah, so what are you guys doing tonight? I'm surprised you guys aren't, like, out doing your thing, you know what I'm saying? Why y'all ain't out, in the world, Are y'all working? Like, what's going on? I know y'all ain't working. I'm over here looking at this thing. Let me see if I move this here. What y'all doing tonight? Trying to see what y'all doing. So, have y'all been watching that Kevin Samuel stuff? I was thinking about starting a new channel, and it's gonna be called. Well, I ain't gonna tell y'all the name yet. Matter of fact, I'm gonna type the name in the description below. And if you could, you guys can go on over there and start subscribing. There we go. That's gonna be my new YouTube name. I wonder if you can search that. Let me see if I can pull that up. I'm doing a relationship channel. I'm gonna be talking about men, like men who make over 6 figures, what they want from a relationship. Oh man, it don't even come up. It don't even come up. The channel don't even come up yet. That's what it's gonna be called though. I just tried to search the name of the channel. It don't even come up yet because I ain't got no videos out yet. But any future investment plans or ideas? Do I have any future investment plans or ideas? So right now, what I'm working on right now is, it's two things that I'm interested in. One is, it's going to sound stupid. One is virtual real estate. All right? Virtual real estate. And whenever you go online, a lot of the times, or every time I try and go looking at stuff online, you're a big inspiration for me to finish by 30. Thank you for everything. Man, thank you, man. Content. That's what's up. Happy New Year, bro. Happy New Year. But one of the things I'm looking into is digital real estate. And for whatever reason, anytime I try and go find a video on digital real estate, they keep trying to tell me about websites. How a website is digital real estate, because you can put ads on it, sell things from it. It's like a place. And then if you wanted to sell it, you could sell the website, because people go to or have gotten used to going to that website because of a blog or whatever. Yeah. I understand that. Just like my YouTube channel is technically digital real estate in its way, right? Because people know that this channel is where they can come get whatever kind of videos I post or whatever. So yes, it makes sense why an advertiser would advertise on this platform. But that's not the kind of digital real estate that I'm actually looking for. It's not the real estate. The digital real estate I'm looking into is on things like Decentraland and things like that, like the metaverse real estate. And I don't know how much you guys know about the metaverse, but you can literally buy land in the metaverse, like a plot of land. It might be $35. It can be $3,500. It can be $10. It can be $2. It can be $1. But apparently, that plot of land is like buying. Let's say if you was in Grand Theft Auto, right? If I don't know if you guys played Grand Theft Auto, most of you guys probably have. By the way, if you could hit the like button, please hit the like button. It'll help the YouTube algorithm. It'll let them know that you guys are interested in supporting this channel or whatever. So please hit the like button on this video. So if you buy the digital real estate, it's kind of like, wait a minute. Maybe this need to be updated. 'Cause I know we got more than one like. Okay. We got 7 likes. Okay. All right. That's better. We need more likes though. We need more likes. All right. So with So like imagine if you were able to have bought or purchased a part of Grand Theft Auto, like wherever he stores his car, or every time he goes to um, the place to buy guns and weapons and vests and stuff like that. But every time we all got familiar with seeing these certain places. And so imagine if I could have, or you could have, say you got a trucking business and you're able to put whatever your trucking company is name right beside or on top of that ammunition place that the guy kept going to all the time. Or if it was, say, my YouTube channel, and I'm able to put my YouTube channel on a billboard in the game, and in these, seeing these virtual worlds, there are hundreds of thousands of people that are walking around in this virtual space, and they have to pass this virtual space every day because they're trying to get where they're going, or they live in a certain area. So it could be great marketing because it actually lives on that platform. But not only could it be possibly good marketing, but these things also are being resold. So you might have bought something for $2 and now it's trading for $700 because the value of that space has just gone up. Advertisers may want to come in, Nike might want to come in and say, hey, I want to buy an ad and put in that space, in your space, because this area that you got this real estate in is valuable to me now. I appreciate y'all for liking. NFTs are expensive, but it sure is the future with the digital real estate, for sure. Yep, cloud-based worlds. He said that's just like EXP reality. Yeah. So Matt Tate said he's back. Yeah, man. All right. So that's something that I'm definitely looking into. I'm trying to just. One day I was just motivated. I was like, yo, I'm finna buy a couple plots. I'm about to buy like 10 plots of this digital real estate, but I didn't know what I was doing. All right, so I couldn't do it. I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't paying enough attention to. I wasn't in a space where I was focused enough to really figure it out. I was just kind of like, okay, I got this NFT thing that I could receive NFTs on and stuff like that. But then I was like, I don't even know which one of the worlds to invest in. Because you also want to know which world you're investing in, because they have different lands. They're not all the same place. So you want to invest in one that will have like a long-term expected growth, right? You don't want to buy into one that there isn't like a team that's going to be supporting that long-term or whatever. Anyway, by the way, if you guys are just joined, please smash the like button. But we were talking about the fact that I am on COVID quarantine right now, and someone asked what I'm interested in investing in. If you just joined, just catch you guys up. So I was telling them about the fact that I'm interested in digital real estate. That's definitely one that I'm interested in. Another thing that I'm interested in, well, that I'm actually currently working on, what I'm putting most of my money at right now, is in my rental property. I just put a new AC unit in, had to get some repair done, a second time on this roof part. And when I say a second time, it's because I replaced the roof, but then there's a part of the roof on the side that didn't get replaced when I replaced the roof. That little side piece thing that's kind of like off the roof, but part of the roof, it was fine, I guess. And then it needed some work. So we got the work done. Well, my tenant got some work done, and so that was good for that time frame. And then it started leaking again. I hope I won't make any of you guys young. Snoop Dogg just sold a digital plot of land next door to his digital house for $450,000. Wow. Yeah, it's like digital marketing has gone traditional in the digital world. Facts. He sold a plot of land for 450 digital plot of land for 450,000. That's crazy. That's crazy. I gotta look that up. Let me see. Gotta look that up, man. Snoop. We gotta do some fact checking here. Snoop Dogg. Was it digital real estate? Wow. Okay, 3 plots of digital land next to Snoop Dogg mansion sell for $1.23 million. Can't make this up. Can't make this up, man. Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. King Simon said facts. Crazy, yo. Yeah. Eli said, Happy New Year, man. Appreciate it, bro. Happy New Year to everybody watching. I appreciate y'all for watching. Also, let me see how I do this. I'm trying to add. Yeah, that's it. Oh, my bad. I did it wrong. Wrong symbol. There you go. You know, that's, if anybody want to support the channel, that's the cash out. No pressure. No pressure. Yeah, I was told by my team I got to start doing that more, I guess. But yeah, so, but yeah, that's crazy. 1.23 million. Okay, so I'm working on my current real life in the physical world house. Not this one, my other one. And so I'm working on that. I am interested in doing the digital real estate. And another area that I'm looking to invest in is in, is in producing more books, more ebooks, more regular books. As a matter of fact, I have an ebook right now called Big Shot, Hot Shot on Your Trucking Authority. And that's a book where I talk about how I got started, kind of walks you through some of the steps that I took to start my trucking company if guys are trying to start your own trucking authority. But I did that, and then I just finished the paperback. All this time that I've had the ebook, I never had the paperback, but the paperback is now up. So I'm gonna get a couple copies ordered and kind of go around with them and just like tell people, hey, I got a book. It's sold pretty good. I know we sold at least like 250 copies so far. So it's pretty decent. And I definitely didn't put as much energy into like really promoting it. I got a bunch of 5-star reviews and everything. I didn't put as much energy into promoting it as I'm sure I should have, because I never had any physical copies. But now I'll be able to get a couple physical copies and kind of go around with that. But I'm definitely going to get more into creating more books about government contracting, more trucking type books, real estate books. And then I am planning to do a trucking course, a trucking authority course, kind of tell you like a course that take you from A to Z for people who are trying to start a trucking company. So I'm going to be investing more in the creating the digital content space, and also just being more, I want to say more consistent, but I want to actually set up like certain shows on this channel. Like every Wednesday there's a segment, and it doesn't have to just be me. Is I want to have like a team of like be working with groups, and so like maybe on one segment we have a show where we talk about, I don't know, real estate, and that's a segment itself where I'm interviewing maybe a different real estate agent or a builder or a hard money lender or something. and I just want to have something more consistent. I want to do like 10 episodes. I want to shoot like 10 episodes at a time before I even start releasing them. That way, when I put them on release, they drop. You know, I can say, hey, every Wednesday or Wednesday, season 1 of whatever the name of my real estate little show is gonna be called, and that kind of thing. I got a lot of content that we're working on right now. We just started shooting this influencer reality show. With I started doing that with JT Hustles and Stan Banks. So we just started doing that, and we're still working on the pilot right now. So I got a lot of stuff going on. Yeah. Yeah, in the real world. Okay. Okay. So Eli says, give us some advice about how to find loads for semi trucks like a pro. I got you. I got you. Hold on. Let me see what else accountant says. I was talking to like 3 friends of mine, and we were thinking, imagine that they're special servers that would be locked unless you're club members of those worlds or need a certain amount of cash to get in. I think it would motivate more people in real to make more, kind of like income would be leveling up, but in real life to access those digital worlds. Oh, okay, so see what you said, real world. So that's an interesting thought. We'll come back to that. So Eli says, give us some advice about how to find loads for semi trucks like a pro. All right, so let me tell you this. If you ever get your own authority, because you do not have to get your own authority in order to be in the trucking business or to have a truck getting loads. You can lease own under someone else. But if you were in a situation where you had your own trucking authority, or you were planning on starting your own trucking authority or something like that, and you needed to get your own loads, right? Very simple. Oh, excuse me. Let me see. Do I have one of those phones on me? It might be over here. Let me go grab it real quick. I'm coming. I am coming. All right. So, here we go. All right. So, which one? Maybe this one. All right. So, there we go. Here we go right here. This one is called 123 Load Board. This is an app. It's a bunch of different apps. This is an app, and it's basically a load board on your phone, right? And so the way load boards work, I guess. See, this is all stuff that I need to put in a course. Okay, I need to put this in a course because. All right. So anyway, it's things that I don't even think about that I learned through the process of owning my authority, because there's no in between. When you own your authority, you learn way more than somebody who's been leased on to somebody for 5 years or 20 years. You learn way more in a month than what most people would probably see, because you have to kind of do everything. You kind of got to know everything or whatever. Unless you got a team and this person does this part and you do this part or whatever. But when it's just you got to know everything. All right, so a load board, what happens is, the way a load board is set up is, let's say company A, they are a broker or whatever. And they find people need to ship stuff, and they tell people, hey, you can bring your stuff to me to get shipped. I'll negotiate the shipping or whatever. They negotiate the shipping, they charge them a rate, then they put it on a load board, and they look for somebody to come and deliver that stuff. So you as the trucking company, need to talk with the broker or whoever is running the load board, that company that's negotiating those rates to be shipped. And so you need to send your stuff over to them, and like your MC number, your DOT number, your insurance. You need to send all your stuff over to them, your W-9. And what they'll do is they'll get you set up to receive loads because they want to make sure you got insurance. They want to make sure you active. They want to make sure all of the stuff is good before they can see how long you've been operating and all that kind of stuff. But they want to see that stuff before they dispatch the load to you, right? And they also need your W-9 and all your stuff or whatever so they can pay you and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, so they get all that information from you and then they get you set up. They cannot dispatch the load to you until after you've been set up, right? And they've verified you are who you are and stuff like that. Anyway, so every load board, you're going to need more than likely, unless they're like sister companies or something like that, like this load board is connected to another load board or something like that. If I get set up with this one, I got to get set up with the next one and then the next one and then the next one or whatever. But you don't necessarily have to do that because let's say you may be able to operate your entire business off of one load board. All right, so on this load board, you get on here and you say, all right, it'll ask you like what kind of truck you're running. And so it got my information still in here, but it'll ask you like what information you're running. And I don't say what information you're running, but like what kind of truck you're running. So you can say, let's say you got a semi truck, and you got a dry van. So by the way, okay, so who asked that? Eli asked that. So if you got a dry van and it'll say, you know, what size truck, because it could be different kind of trucks, right? But it'll ask you what kind of truck, it'll ask you what kind of van, it'll ask you how long the van is, right? So if you say a dry van, is it 40 foot, is it 53 foot, like what is it? So you'll tell what size dry van you got, how much weight you can carry, stuff like that. And then you'll put in what area you live in or wherever your truck is in or whatever. And then, so let's say you're looking in Atlanta, and so and you put in all your truck information and everything like that, then it'll pull up a list, right? So, for example, let's see, I'm going to search. My truck looked like Pembroke Pines the last time, okay? So, all right, so right now I'm going to put Atlanta, home Atlanta. I'm looking for a radius of 50 miles. Really, I'm going to put 10 miles. 10 miles around Atlanta. I don't want to drive too crazy far. And I want to drop off. It'll ask you where you want to... Wait. Well, we ain't going to change that. Because it'll ask you, like, where you want to drop off. So, like, if I was looking to pick up a load... And that's another thing. So, like, sometimes my driver would like to go to Miami, right? So what I do is I would pick up a load in Atlanta and have that load delivered in Miami. So and I would just tell this, that's where I'm headed, right? So let's say I want to say Miami. So, okay, we'll say Miami, Florida. Right there. And I'll drop off within 50-mile radius of Miami. It's currently no loads available from Atlanta to Miami. So I'll go back and I'll say 150 miles. So within a 150-mile radius, there is one load, okay? So it says there's this load that's paying $2,194.93 to go 597 miles on Tuesday from Atlanta, Georgia to West Palm Beach, which is not all the way Miami. So from there to there. And so that's for the van, truckload, 43,226 pounds. And so I'd say, okay, I want to contact this load person or whatever. So I just give them a call because it'll have like their contact information. So I call the dispatch and I say, hey, I'm looking at this load. Is this load still available? They'll say yes, unless somebody just called, because these are usually pretty up to date. As soon as somebody book it, it comes off the load board. But I call and say, hey, is this load still available? They'll say, yes, it is. They ask me what my MC number is, what my DOT number is, and all of that kind of stuff. I tell them all of that. They'll look it up. They'll say, okay, cool, you already set up. But if I wasn't set up, they'll say, hey, we'll get you this load, but we got to get you set up first. It's pretty quick. Take 5 minutes or less to really get set up if you send all the information back. As soon as they ask, you do have to, for every broker or carrier or whatever, you have to call and get your insurance to make them a beneficiary or something like that for every one of them or whatever. But it's pretty quick. I think I'm just rambling at this point. I've done so much of this, it's crazy. But you just make the call. They'll say, yeah, you can get it, and you get it dispatched to you. Which what they'll do is they'll just assign it to your MC number or DOT number, and then it's yours. And then they send you over the information as to where you need to go and all of that. And you send your driver, you call your driver, say, hey, here's the address you're going to, here's the paperwork to pick it up. They pick it up, they go drop it off, they get the LOD signed. When they drop it off, they send that back to you, get you paid. Pretty simple, really. Well, they'll pick it up, they'll get the order, they'll go take that, get whatever they need to get, then they go drop that off, they get the LOD signed, and then they send that back to you, and yeah, there you go. That's a simple form of how this goes. All right, so I'm interested in business. What do you feel like offers the most opportunity? Sales, accounting, or finance, or are they around the same? The most opportunities? Sales is going to be probably always going to be the most lucrative I don't want to say most lucrative. It's a complicated thing. Like sales, depending on what you're selling, can be unlimited. If you I know car salesmen who make crazy, ridiculous money because they move so many cars, right? They're just in a location where they just move so many cars, but they also live there. They don't really have a life outside of the car sales. But for them to not have a degree or anything like that, and they just sitting there and they selling cars, man, I know people making crazy, God money, right? And that could be extremely lucrative. And people who sell insurance. My homegirl, she selling insurance. I kind of talked to her on the phone on this channel before. Tracy, look that up. It's the Insurance Casino is the name. Insurance agent video. Check that out. But she make crazy money selling insurance, and you can be a multimillionaire doing that. Sales is always going to be just hard to beat for anything. It drives so much of what we all do. An accountant's job is based still around sales, not necessarily the fact that they're selling, but if you're working in a for-profit company, they're selling something, and the accounting function is accounting for what they're selling. You know what I'm saying? It's connected. So sales, of course, is definitely going to be good. But that's a no-brainer. As far as finance, investment banking, that kind of thing, accounting, of course, accounting. I'm partial to accounting. I like accounting because you don't have to, I don't have to sell. Sales can be hard. Let's say out of all three, sales could be the hardest. Could it be more lucrative than the rest of them? Yes. Could accounting still end up being more lucrative? Yes. It just depends, right? But sales is, in my opinion, definitely much harder than accounting. So, and finance. It just depends on what you're selling. Some things sell themselves. So, all right, let's see. All right, so where you guys checking in from? I've seen Houston so far. I've seen Arizona. Where's you guys from? Anybody in Atlanta? I was thinking about doing a like a meet and greet kind of thing here. Like I was gonna do at the Panera Bread that I usually go to. I was gonna do it at a Panera Bread. They haven't got back to me about that. I was gonna put it out like, hey, meet and greet on whatever day I'll be out here, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. All right, so let's see. We got 1 hour and 10 minutes. We got 1 hour and 10 minutes before New Year's, man. I'm really on here. We really out here right now. Y'all really got me explaining trucking stuff. Much appreciated, bro. Eli says, much appreciated, bro. I don't have a truck right now, but everything is ready to start that business. We'll do it right after your course, bro. That's what's up, man. For sure. Fresno, California. Okay. Christopher R. said from Fresno. That's what's up, man. Nova Scotia, Canada. Yeah, I'm in my early 20s. Just think of my career path. I'll be interested in that. Okay. And that it relates to business for sure. For sure, man. Nova Scotia, Canada. Is it cold up there right now? I know that's probably like a rhetorical question. Like, I had an opportunity to go to Canada once. Well, I ain't gonna say I didn't have a full opportunity, but I was in North Dakota, and they were like, "Yo, you want to go to Canada?" And I was like, so cold while I was in North Dakota, and I was like, "Go north of here?" like I was like, "Not right now. I gotta go when it's warm or something." I am from down here. Like right now, I think it's like 78 in here right now. Like I got the heaters going. I'm not playing that cold. Let's see, Miss How I said Big Boy Fanta. Is that how you say that? Is this love face XYZ? How do you stop this thing? Cause they spamming me like crazy. How you hide user? Okay. I wonder if it's just more than one of them. Remove. All right. Try to remove them. Let's see if that worked. Anyway. All right. So where the rest of y'all from? I saw Fresno, Nova Scotia, Houston, Phoenix. That's 4. Where the rest of you guys from? How was Christmas, by the way? How was you guys' Christmas? How was that? Yo, I can't believe there's $1.23 million in metaverse land. It's not. The world we living in right now is crazy. It's just crazy. If you're not getting money right now, if you got no money right now, you're tripping. It's clearly too much money in this world right now. Is that for somebody to spend 1.23 million? They just got too much money they playing with. That's all. It doesn't make any. I mean, it makes sense because they did it, so it must make some sense. But these numbers crazy. Like in the metaverse, right? If you don't have a house, does your character like die or something? Like what? Like, do you have to have a house? Like when I used to play, like say Grand Theft Auto, and I go to sleep and I wake up, the guy's still standing there, like kind of moving around, doing stuff, like or whatever. Is this not the same thing as say that? Like, do you have to have a house? I don't know. Someone spent $450,000 for land next to Snoop Dogg's NFT house. That's crazy. That's crazy. Neighbors pay real money to live next to Snoop Dogg's digital real estate. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Now it makes a lot more sense as to why Facebook changed their name to Meta. People paying this kind of money to live in the metaverse. I changed my name too. I changed my real name for this kind of money. You know? Oh, hold on. Okay, so Christopher R said, "Whatever happened to dropping the full song in your outro though? Come on, man." Got the song recorded too. Got the song recorded and done. Let me see. Can I play it? Can I play it? Let me see if I got it on here. What's your drop your email. I'm gonna see if I can forward it to you. I think I got it on here. Let's see. I don't know if I even got it first. So he's asking about the song that's on my intro, or my outro, not my intro, my outro. And let's see if I got it on here first. Let's see. Count it up. I don't think that's the full on. Pretty sure I got it on my email though. I'm gonna get it to you. Drop your email. I'm gonna try to forward it to you. Canada. It said depends on where you at in Canada. Laugh out loud. Nova Scotia is near Maine. It's not too bad. Maine? You said it's near Maine, and Maine is not cold. Is what you're saying? Like, are you serious? When I think of Maine, I think of cold. I don't know. It could just be me. Could just be me. All right. So, Miami, Florida, me and the fam drove through Atlanta and went on vacation for a week in Nashville, Tennessee, and Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, in the Great Smoky Mountains. It was 25 degrees, freezing. Yeah. See, it ain't freezing until you below zero. Like, I've been, like, was one digit, like it's 6 outside. That's how cold, like North Dakota be getting. Okay. Let's see. Cash App is, wrong one. He asked me what the Cash App is, and I'm going to send it, because my team told me I need to be doing this more anyway. It's crazy, because I usually be the one sending people money in Cash App. But yeah, I just know that it was too cold for me. Like, it's like places like that, you gotta plug your car engine up to keep it warm from locking up for the I guess the stuff inside, the oil or antifreeze or whatever to lock up. I don't know, like I don't know. But if it's cold enough for you to have to plug your engine up, I'm straight. I'm straight on that. I ain't trying to even, I don't even want to play with them folks. I don't know. Is it a 2022 beard? That's funny. So that's funny. Hold on. Atlanta was nice. Went and through it. Travis stream on. It was like 17 hours. Man, I don't like to go nowhere where I got to drive past 3 hours. I try to fly anywhere past 3 hours, unless it's just like a little small town. Then ain't no airport or it's too expensive to fly. I try to fly everywhere that's over 3 hours. I hate driving that far. I definitely ain't driving 17 hours. Hey, that was up. Hey, I'm definitely gonna send you this, Mr. Brown. The beard is. I can't really explain the beard. I'm gonna be honest. I really can't explain why I have the beard because it's like I don't remember why I started it. I don't remember why I started it, but I started. Oh, I think it has something to do with one day I ain't had time. I ain't having that much time to like shave the face like I normally do. So I just like shaved under here and I like left, and that kind of kept going on for like maybe a couple of days, and so it was just faster for me to move around. But I was never really planning on keeping the hair, and then I was like, oh, it's starting to grow, so let me just, because it kind of grow fast, so let me just see. And I started asking everybody, and I was like, what y'all think? Should I cut it? They're like, no, never cut it again. I was like, did I look that bad? Well, it made me feel bad. Yeah. So here I am. I still have the beard. I'm trying to find this song. He said he's gonna give me $15 more if I can get this song to him. And I was really planning on sending the song to him anyway, so but add an incentive. This can't be the only version. This can't be the only version. So that's why I want to send that version, because I see it. Okay, maybe that is it. Maybe that is it. Well, let me see. Let me see if this is it. Because it say first mix.
Beat me up, Scott. Beat me up, Scott.
Me and her together, we just counted up.
Let me listen over here. Don't be. I want y'all to hear what I'm hearing. Hold on, let me fast forward. Oh no, that ain't even the. Okay, that's not what I was trying to get. Okay, that ain't it. I mean, that's not what I was trying to find. I don't know what that is. Okay, I see you, Christopher Rodriguez. Just cash at me. Okay. Christopher Rodriguez just cash at me. That's what's up. All right, so that I might have just found it, but I don't know what I just pulled up because that wasn't what I was even. It's not even what I had pulled up. All right. Where is it? You gonna make me go find this song. Anyway, what y'all do for Christmas? Did y'all get anything? Did y'all spend a lot of money? I gave out. Look, I ain't buy no Christmas gifts. I just gave out cash. A lot of cash though. A lot. Too much. All right. So let's see. Okay. Count it up. Mm-hmm. Okay. Nope. Okay. Trying to find this song, like dead serious over here. Trying to find this song. But what do you think? Do I need to cut the beard now? It's kind of getting a little thick right now. I cut it one time. It's actually the grow back right now. This is actually the grow back right now. Okay. Metaverse definitely the future. So mind around it. So it was like people thought the internet was just a hoax. Yeah, man, I'm just amazed at the fact that people are buying houses and paying like house money better than some. You buy real houses for less than that, and they doing it in a digital land. So that either just means that they got a crazy current home, like a real house is crazy, or whatever. Like they clearly don't need they clearly don't need the money. So. But wouldn't it be crazy if somebody like lived like in a shack and they live in like a shack and then they buy a $500,000 metaverse house? All right, some of these fireworks outside sound like just gunshots. Yeah. So what are you guys doing? Why y'all ain't out in the, doing stuff? Y'all ain't got no clubs and no parties, or are you guys also on quarantine right now? Because I'm definitely on quarantine. Yo, I'm find it. I can't find it right now. I was just looking at it, but I know I can get it. I got it somewhere. Definitely got it. Anyway. Now, what do y'all think about, I don't know, do y'all know who Kevin Samuels is? If you know who Kevin Samuels is, put a 7 in the down there in the comment section. Okay, Christopher said he's in Tucson, Arizona. 10-hour reset. Oh, did you, Chris, did you drop your, maybe you put it in the cash app. Let me see. I was going to see, did you, I need your, email address. So if you could drop your email address or something now. But, do y'all know who Kevin Samuels is? The beard shows my accounting experience. There we go. Okay, I'm experienced. Yeah, definitely. So, do y'all know who Kevin Samuels is? I'm just trying to see because maybe not everybody knows. Because I want to know because there's guys on here. I want to see what y'all think about the conversations he be having when it comes to these women. What do you guys think? Is he going too hard on them? What? In case you don't know, let me give you an example of who Kevin Samuels is. Let me give you an example. Okay. Let's see. So this is, I haven't seen this, so I don't know what he gonna say on here. I haven't seen this, but it's a commercial plan. It's not my fault, okay? He's monetized, all right? He's clearly monetized. Yo, maybe those are fireworks, maybe. But they kind of sound like a gun.
What do you want to talk to me about?
All right.
Well,
In my career, or what I need to.
the bullet points. You, in this one person right
Yes,
now.
yes.
So, from?
I'm not saying no one knows this, but I'm
You
saying
don't
I
think
think
people
the
naturally
majority
know?
of
No, no.
people
The
that
answer
you're
is
valuing up
okay,
saying that they
I'll
do
go right
this,
on
they're
back.
not thinking. You over.
Don't overtalk me.
Okay.
I'm trying to.
I'm listening.
No, you
But I
can't
was-
listen to me if I'm talking and you're talking.
Like he basically get in arguments with women like all the time about like respecting him and putting them in their place, and it's pretty interesting. And you know he got rich off this or whatever, but you know he talks about being a high value man and stuff like that. So accountant, right? I'm assuming soon you're gonna be, if you're not already, you know, you're gonna be a rich, young, you know, debonair. You feel me? You're gonna be a high 6-figure earner. You know what I mean? You're gonna be an accountant. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna be getting the money. You hear me? So you're gonna have your money. You're gonna have your nice car. You know, I drive a Porsche. Where's my key at? Hold on. Let me show you what my key look like. See, this is my key right here. This is the Porsche key. You see that? Look like a little Hot Wheel car. Can't even see that. It's probably not a good idea with the whole. But this is my key. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's, you know what I mean. But that's the Porsche key, right? You're gonna be driving your Porsche, your Lamborghini. You know, you're gonna have your suit and your tie on. You're gonna be educated. You're gonna be making, you know, 100K, 300,000 a year. You're gonna be big, nice crib, maybe couple houses, couple cars. You know, you're gonna be doing your thing. You know, because that's what us accountants do. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna be doing your thing, and you know they're gonna be women. You know, I'm not saying that's what you into. I don't know what you into. You know what I'm saying? But there's gonna be women at you, regardless of what you into, and you know, the way you see the world is gonna be a lot different from how you may see the world right now. You're gonna be like, yo, everybody want me. You're gonna be in the top. So once you cross 6 figures, less than 10% of the population makes 6 figures. So as soon as you cross 6 figures, since you make $100,000, you make more than 90% of every other man. All of them. No matter the race, height, weight, none of it. You're gonna automatically, right? So you automatically get pushed into an exclusive club, right? And so the way society is set up, you know, you may want to rethink what you was thinking. You know, like you may not want to do things the way you thought you wanted to do them before you made it into this whole other like space, because situation's different. You know, you're gonna realize I don't really got to put up with things that I thought I might have had to put up with. But and that's kind of what Kevin Samuels is kind of saying, that a lot of people feel entitled and they feel like, oh, you should bow down to them. But once you get over to a certain space, you're going to be like, I don't know if I want to do that. Like, I got options, got a lot of options. And, but his approach as to how he's getting that message across, he said, never really listen to him. Yeah, so his approach to getting that message across is just interesting. So, I don't know. I don't know if people like that. So I don't know. But I do want to do a channel so we can talk about some of this stuff or whatever. So Chris, what do you do for a living? Chris said you never really heard of him. Yeah. But once you guys, you know, I don't know how many of y'all on here who getting the big money or whatever like that, but if you're getting the big money, you probably know what I'm talking about. I do need to find that need to find that that song now. All right, so let's see. But on another note, I'm really excited to. I don't really get excited about a lot, but I'm kind of excited to get my book because I got the paperback versions now completed, so I can order the paperbacks and stuff. So it's a book that I thought I would have had this done, but I just been procrastinating, and I finally just like locked in this weekend. You know, actually got it done or whatever. But now I know I need to make way more digital content, books, things like that. So many people been asking me for government contracting courses, and books, and all of that kind of stuff, and I just gotta really lock down and do that stuff. We have 45 minutes left until the new year. What? 45 minutes left. I'm ready for it. I'm telling you. Now, those sound like fireworks. Those did. Now, it was some other ones. I wasn't sure. Where my gun at? Somewhere around here. Vancouver, Canada. Rocky Taylor. So it's a lot of people up there in Canada watching this channel. Huh? I had a little dude from Canada one time I had jumped on the phone with. And I was doing this little segment where I was just calling my subscribers or whatever. I jumped on the phone with a little dude, man. He was from up that way. Okay. So Rocky Taylor, like, tell me, how did you find the channel? What were you interested in? Was it real estate? Like, what was it about this channel like that first like got you over here? Was it about the real estate stuff? What was it? I'm just curious because that would seem like maybe the real estate thing is what's bringing the people from Canada to this channel. Or is it accounting or something like that? Wanted to better yourself and get your finances in order. Okay. That's what's up. Like financial literacy, things like that. Yeah. It's crazy. The guys that I grew up with, not necessarily like my immediate group of friends, but like just people from like my neighborhood, people who I knew from like playing basketball or when I was hustling or whatever I was doing. Most of them, they see me do what I do, but none of them really wanted to come over and do things like this. It's almost like I can talk to them blue in the face. They will not ever really take heed to any advice that I would have told them. So, unfortunately, I kind of just gave up trying to like talk to people about like really changing their life. What I would do is I would just do a generic, say like a video. I just come on here and be like, hey man, this is my situation. This is an option. It's up to you if you want to do it, but hey, I would suggest it. And there's so many people who are like, it's expensive in Canada, so we need to be more financial aware. That's what's up. Yeah, man, life is short and I don't want to settle. Don't settle, bro. Don't settle. But like, you know, like it was just like, I stopped trying to like really like help. Like I get so frustrated. Like because I used to get so frustrated because like it's like, yo, I'm showing you everything. Like you see this. You see what it is. Like it is not a game. Like I mean, it's not like fake. You can do this. You can become whoever you want to be. And they be like, man, that don't really work for people. And I'm like, people. What do you mean? It works. It works. It's not a game. It works. And so it was just too hard to try to get through to people. So I just started leaving more of a generic message, right? I'm definitely not the person to necessarily go back to the neighborhood and try to motivate people in the neighborhood, from the neighborhood to like do something different. And I'm not saying it don't work. I'm not saying it don't work. It's never worked for me. But I just do it from the video. And I know everybody isn't going to see the video and stuff like that, but I reach so many more people who are online searching for bettering themselves. They're actually trying. They're putting forth an effort already. It's not me trying to convince you to put forth an effort. Because even with me, I'm from the bottom, so I was still doing what I was doing. You know what I mean? Like, even though I might have saw positive influences around me, the mentality I had coming from what I came from, like, I still, even if I was doing better for myself, I was still engaging in unnecessary situations. And so, like, that was kind of that. But it wasn't until I needed to change, because I was forced into a change, forced into making a decision to change, where things happened that made me eventually say, all right, I'm all the way different. You feel me? Like, it wasn't until then. Hold on. So so you have to go seeking it, in my opinion. I'd rather deal with somebody seeking to change than to be trying to talk somebody into changing who's not seeking to change. So when you guys are out there and you guys are like, yo, I'm trying to figure something out, you guys definitely way more appreciative of all the efforts that we put out, me and JT and all of them, Erica, like all of the efforts that we be putting out. You guys are definitely way more appreciative and more understanding of what's happening. Victim mentality. Don't believe they can elevate. Maybe some people don't believe they can elevate and have a better life. Part of that is true. That is definitely partially true. Which is why I got a lot of friends who do YouTube and stuff like that, and also just people in my real life who preach against going to college, but I believe that getting a college degree provides confidence, even if you don't use it. Because I know a lot of people say, well, I got a degree and I don't even use it, so I went to college for nothing. No, you're still doing something, right? And so that degree that you may not be using gave you confidence enough to do something, or confidence enough to know that you can do something else than waste your life away, or than hustling, or whatever it is. And of course, there's always going to be some people who got a degree and they ain't doing nothing with their life, right? There's going to be people who don't have a degree and do great things, right? It's just that it's proven that a safer society or less violent society is a higher educated society, right? And so that's basically like saying, me and you, if you say you don't have a degree and I got a degree, you are more likely to do a violent crime than I. Not saying that it's going to be across the board for everybody. We're just saying the majority of people who have a degree are less likely to do a violent crime than somebody without a degree. And I think that just all breaks down to confidence. If me and you make the same amount of money, we make $40,000 a year, and we both lose our job today, you may feel, without a degree, you may feel a bit more of desperation than somebody who's like, okay, well, I got a degree, so I can get a better job than that, or I can get an equivalent job than that, or whatever like that. And so somebody who just lost that job, they might do something drastic. A friend of mine, he got a murder for that. They got fired, got this is a long story. But the guy, it was the day his people lost their job, they killed somebody. And, maybe you just feel that you have more to live for, you have more options or more to lose, or whatever it is. You probably, for whatever reason, just are less likely to do a violent crime. Would a finance or accounting degree help at all if I wanted to do real estate in the future? Money helps. So if you're going to work in the accounting field and then use the money from the accounting field to invest in the real estate, yes, absolutely. I don't know in what context you're asking as far as the accounting and finance degree, but yeah, absolutely. It depends. Now, does it help you necessarily like read contracts and stuff like that? It wouldn't help you enough to go get a 4-year degree in order for you to do real estate. It would be worth that, just to be able to say, okay, let me understand taxes for real estate. It's not gonna be of any value in that way, no. But if you're trying to like, oh, I need a 6-figure salary so that I can afford XYZ kind of house or mortgage or something like that, or get the down payment together or whatever, then yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. So look, we're 26 minutes in. We're 26 minutes in. Would you rather be JT? What's good, bro? Would you rather be the best paid accountant or best paid YouTuber? It's a no-brainer. Unfortunate, JT. Best paid accountant owns Nike. His name is Phil Knight. He richer than Jordan. Worth about $25 billion. So it's the richest CPA on the planet. So and then and then there's like the hedge fund managers who are in the financial sector and stuff like that. But if we were just saying accountant, somebody who has a title of accountant, Phil Knight was a co-founder of Nike. He's worth about $25 billion. He's the highest paid accountant on the planet. And yeah, I don't know no YouTuber with $25 billion, man. Like, not yet. You know what I'm saying? Grant Cardone was able to raise, I think, over enough to get over $4 billion worth of real estate. But to say Grant Cardone is worth $4 billion, I wouldn't be able to say that. And I'm only using him because he's a YouTuber. And he made most of his profits from, like, him being able to raise the kind of money he's able to raise is mainly through YouTube. Him being able to make money with his sales courses and all of that kind of stuff is through YouTube. And he's by far the richest YouTuber. I don't think it's close to anybody. I don't think anybody's close to him. But especially since he was able to raise up to $4 billion through YouTube. But he's not. I wouldn't say his valuation is $4 billion. Now the assets that he is connected to, but Phil Knight is actually like worth $25 billion. So yeah. And by the way, Grant Cardone has an accounting degree, so he's technically an accountant. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's technically an accountant. It helped him be able to do the business on the level that he's able to do it. So, but yeah. So that's funny, JT, that you on here. Okay, so JT says that. So JT is a mega YouTuber, huge YouTuber. It's big dog. You know what I'm saying? This is a big guy right here, man. This guy got a couple 100,000 subscribers, millions views, all that. Big dog, big check, All right, so he believes that it is more lucrative to be a YouTuber than, he believes starting a YouTube channel is more beneficial than getting a college degree. And I think that in some ways that can be true, and in other ways it can be untrue. It just depends. I think it's a gray area. I don't think it's black and white. What's up, Nisha? My sister's on here. She is a lawyer. She has a Juris Doctorate. She's a barred lawyer. You know, he's barred. All right, I don't think you can be a real lawyer without being barred. But yeah, she's barred in the state of Georgia, and I think she's working on her South Carolina bar. But JT said that he believes that, and I think it could be true. And I mean, in certain situations, in other situations, I think that I do believe that people think that college is hard, and college is not hard. I put forth very little effort. I put forth way more effort in YouTube than I did in my college degree. Okay, way more. Okay, way more effort was put into this channel than my degree. Matter of fact, I never purchased a laptop for my school. I had like an old laptop or something at the time for $300 that I got when I was in the military, and I just kind of like used that. But yeah, for 99% of people, learning YouTube after high school is a better financial decision than going to college. And I got a master's degree and still feel that way. Yeah, and so okay, all right. So JT, if we looked at this, right? The reason why I said that it's difficult to really say. I agree, and you have a point, and at the same time, there can be an argument made, right? That somebody just may never achieve any success from their YouTube channel. None. Right? Now, I know you said, hey, if they do this system, they're always going to become successful because you have a guaranteed way. But there's so many people who try and do in YouTube and got tons of videos and get no traction because they don't know what they're doing. It is a system, and we understand, from, our end, because we know how to work this thing, right? But there's people who still don't understand it. And even with me, my YouTube channel, I try to put out good quality. This is my live. I'm live right now. We both know live videos don't usually look that good or whatever, or sound that good or anything like that. But this is my live setup. I make so little money on YouTube right now. It's crazy, okay? It's crazy. I put forth a lot of effort in these videos. I put forth a lot of good information, I think, out in these videos. I don't make anywhere close to in a month, I make about a couple hours worth of income. From like a couple hours on the clock. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe 5 hours of less than 1 day of I make less on YouTube than 1 day at my job. So even systems fail, there are no guarantees in either career choice. Right. JT, bold statement. After high school, I took off a year, decided to go to college. It wasn't for me, and got my CDL. So, it just depends. Because like I said, I got a homegirl who got an associate's degree. She got a 2-year degree and started first job making $85,000 a year. And in that same year, 6 months into her nursing career field, she got offered a job paying $97,000 with promises of overtime that pushed her well over into 6 figures. And so that was with an associate's degree. So, it's a, okay, do the majority of YouTubers make the average college graduate salary? Absolutely not. But the same can be said about anything that some people can go to college and graduate and still never really make any money. But if we compare apples to apples, YouTube pays you to learn it. College pays you to learn it too, and college is free. Let's we got to change the narrative that college is expensive. College is free. If you're like me, and I'm not talking about I got the GI Bill. Let's forget the GI Bill. College is free because you can go to school in the state of Georgia. If you graduate from Georgia, you can go to school in Georgia. So long as you maintain a certain GPA, you can go to school in Georgia for free. Worst case scenario, you got to go to associate's degree level. Like you got to go to a community college your first 2 years, and you just got to use the Pell Grant. Pell Grant will still cover your tuition. It's free. College is free, but people go get student loans because they want to get rims and they want to buy nice clothes, and they say, well, I don't want to work while I'm in school. You cannot go get a loan for YouTube to live off of while you learn YouTube. So, but that's the only difference. Yeah, that's true. And that's the same with college, right? If you don't understand college, you won't make any money with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But, I hate to say it, but JT, you kind of like, you and Stan, right, are kind of like a bad example of this because y'all have college degrees, I don't know. Y'all got college degrees. Like, it's one of those things. Like I said, I think college creates a certain level of confidence. So I don't know. Y'all got college degrees and y'all are very successful on YouTube, but you guys are not guys who are successful on YouTube without college degrees. So I don't know. Maybe it's helping you in business. I don't know. Maybe it expanded your mind to doing other things or thinking outside the box or taking certain things serious. I don't know. I don't want to say. But education is important. There are college processes of progress teaching on YouTube. So is YouTube some sort of college education, laugh out loud? But the only person I know went to college for free, if I don't count veterans of post 9/11 GI Bill. Yeah, so I might be the only one that right? But that's only because these people who are saying they took student loans, either they didn't understand college. And that's the other problem that we have, especially in our community, right? Like if somebody go to college, right, and they don't know what they're doing. Let me give you an example. Somebody coming home from prison. I know a lot of people came home from prison. That's why I'm saying that. Somebody come home from prison, and he's told he need to get in school. So he goes and I'm going to say, one of my cousins did this. He comes home, and he says, hey, cuz, you was right. Today when you said I need to get enrolled in school, I went and got enrolled in school. I'll start next week. I said, how did you do that? He said, oh, well, they got these programs, and they start every other week, and I could just jump in one of them. And I was like, oh, now I didn't know anything about college. He don't know nothing about college. He just know he trying to get in college. He signed up at a private school, one of them tech schools, them ITT Tech, or I don't want to say ITT Tech, but it was one of them college schools, them little schools where you could become a personal trainer, a massage therapist, things like that, right? So he goes and he gets enrolled in a physical therapist program. I mean, not physical therapist, but physical therapist program, and not physical therapist. Personal trainer. Y'all know he wasn't gonna be no physical therapist. Come on, but he went and he got set up for that personal training. And when he does this, we don't know anything about college. He don't know nothing about college. I wasn't in college. I was in the military. I don't know nothing. So what we didn't know was, and he said the program was only a year, right? And they had him set up so that the student loans are gonna pay for the school. Now the program was only a year. Had he gone to the regular 2-year program that was at the community college, school would have been free. That same course would have been free because the Pell Grant would have covered it. But he went the accelerated route for the 1 year instead of the 2 year because he can start next week. Because if he went to the community college, he would have had to wait until the semester started, which would have been when everybody else started. But this, he could just start anytime. So these are for-profit colleges that cost way more money. We're talking like a difference of a $2,000 tuition to a $20,000 tuition. It's a huge difference, you know? And so, or $30,000 or $40,000 tuition, whatever it was a huge, huge difference. But he wasn't worried because they told him, hey, don't worry, everybody gets student loans and it's going to be paid for. Had he even gone and taken that student loan from a community college, he would have got that money back. He would just got a check back from that because ain't nothing else to be paid for. Like tuition is covered, you get that money back. School is free. We're just doing it wrong and we don't understand the system. And so it's more of the same. Hold on. All right. Okay. So let's see. Me and Stan most qualified for this. So we can speak from both angles. If you don't have a degree, if you didn't have a degree, they would be saying, well, just imagine you had a much better degree. Can you sing an all language sign, please? I have no idea what that means. How do you feel about Sacramento Palomas winning Champions League soccer? Bro, I have no idea about soccer. But that's great, I guess, right? Is that not good? I don't know. I think it's great. I don't know. They won something. But since we have it, we can honestly compare both sides. See, it's hard to compare both sides without the actual numbers, right? So then we got to think about how many channels, how many millions and millions of channels there are out there that actually make money, that are monetized, that are putting in a certain amount of effort. It's just that's why I said it's a gray area. It's really hard to really say. Is it possible to make more money than somebody with a college degree? Absolutely. Do I know more YouTubers who don't make nowhere close to a livable wage? Absolutely. Myself included. All right, so JT, I went for free academic scholarship at FAMU Business School, then joined ROTC and got another scholarship. Went into the Army and used tuition assistance to get my master's. The Army sent me UGA Law School and them to get my LLM. How do you feel about, okay, all right. So, by the way, so this is my sister, Denisha McClary. That's my sister, you guys. So my sister, she has 4 degrees. She got a business degree from from FAMU. She got her she got a master's degree from Troy State, I believe. She got her law degree. Well, she got an LLM. I'm really not sure where she got her LLM from. Hold on, where did you say you got your LLM? I don't know where she got an LLM. Maybe from the Army. I don't know where she got it from. But she got an LLM, which is like a whole nother degree that I don't know. I ain't even know nothing about. Because the way college works, you got associates, you got bachelors, you got masters. Then above masters is a thing called specialist degrees, like the LLM thing that she got. LLM, some other ones. And then the Juris Doctorate or your doctorate degrees, PhDs, Juris Doctorate, medical doctor, whatever those doctorates. So then you have that. So she has the bachelor's, master's, LLM, and Juris Doctorate. Yeah. And she got all of that for free. Free. She became a lawyer for free. They have to pay no, well, I don't know. I don't know how that would. Well, I know she got it. She got all this stuff. Definitely her law degree for free for sure. Anyway, best and worst U.S. cities to do real estate in. Best, I'd say Georgia. I don't know about worst. Maybe California. I don't know. California seems so high. New York seems very complicated when they talk about air rights and all of that kind of stuff. It's very complicated. A lot of politics up there. Let's see. Google says bottom 25th percentile of YouTubers make $34,000 or less. Average YouTube makes 52K, 75th percentile makes 60K, and top earners make 82K. And in my opinion, those numbers are low. Okay. Google says bottom 25th percentile of YouTubers make 34,000. All right, well, you get on Google and type in average accountant salary for the federal government, and it'll tell you it's probably like 100 and some thousand. And that's average. That's definitely not high. I can firsthand tell you that ain't high, for my field. But the fact that you said you and your sister are both genius make all y'all outliers. I didn't say I'm a genius. I didn't say I'm a genius. I didn't say that I'm a genius. Gee. I appreciate the compliment, but I didn't say I'm a genius, okay? My sister is a genius. I've been told that we're extremely smart, but we're outliers above the college graduates. That's funny. Respect to both of y'all, but for average people, YouTube, the right decision, or just entrepreneurship in general via the internet. Okay, so now what you're talking about, entrepreneurship in general, things like that, I can dig it. Now, if I got on Social Blade right now, hold on, I'm actually going to look on Social Blade right now. Let's see how I do this. Okay. Shoot, typing in the wrong place. Social Blade. And I'm going to look at my channel. All right. Guys, you guys can get on Social Blade and you can look up a YouTube channel. Now, these numbers ain't accurate because I definitely make more than what Social Blade says that I make. Oh, they got me on a C. I was a B- yesterday. Now, what? Maybe it's this live video that's doing this. All right, so Social Blade says that my subscriber rank is the 26,392nd largest YouTube channel, which sounds bad, but you must remember there are millions and millions and millions upon millions upon millions of YouTube channels. Okay. Spot share it with, and I share this spot with 1,382 other people. Actually, as a matter of fact, there are 696,000 other channels that are larger, but most of them share the same rank with other channels or whatever. So anyway, I share this rank with 1,382 other people. And, okay, so it says that my average monthly earnings are $69. Well, $4 to $69. Now, I can tell you that's low. I make over $200 or something a month, which is still nothing. And estimated yearly earnings says $829, between $52 and $829. Now, I'll say that's also inaccurate. I make a couple $1,000s a year, but it's still nothing like close to what I make from my salary. And I am somebody, it says I have 375 videos, 36,000 subscribers, over 1.5 million views or whatever. Now, if you said I didn't take social media seriously or YouTube serious, I have numbers that would, as far as like videos that would show that I got a lot of videos. I put out quality content, or at least I try, and it still does not pay me a livable wage. All right, so hold on. All right. Now, when you say it, but when you say it, doing like a online business, entrepreneurship, things like that, yes, I completely agree that you know, that entrepreneurship can pay you a certain kind of, salary, and it just also depends on what you're doing and things like that. But like, everybody could follow the people could follow the JT blueprint and still might be 5% successful, 10% successful. I doubt that 100% of people would be as successful as JT hustles, and that's just going to be based off of different factors though, because it's more unique. But there's a company that's hiring 80,000, 20,000 accountants right now. You know what I'm saying? They're all gonna make more than the average YouTuber. The Big Four. I don't know if you ever heard of Big Four accounting, but Big Four accounting, the average 15-year salary for Big Four accountants is $450,000 to $3 million once you make senior partner, and that's going to be depending on the size of the firm and things like that. It's not as cut and dry as just as what it seems. All right, hold on. Let me see. Social Blade wrong, though. If Social Blade was correct, I would be better off at McDonald's. Yeah, I agree. Social Blade is truly not correct. It's definitely not right. I agree that everyone should try YouTube. I'm just of education. I do, however, think a skill or entrepreneurship is a little higher than education, but okay. Even the argument that that being an entrepreneur is better than having a job. I don't necessarily think that that's the case either. Like, I think it just depends. I think that that's a gray area, right? I don't think that entrepreneurship is maybe for everybody. I think that I definitely know people who are more content with their job, not having, not having to worry about things because they've seen family members try to start businesses and fail, and invest money, or they invested money in their family members' businesses, or they tried a business and they really tried it, and it just wasn't as simple as just trying it, and they didn't do well. So I definitely know people who are way more content. I was at a family event, and the guy was retired from like some kind of city job, and one of his family members was telling him that he's a barber, and that he much more prefers being a barber and cutting, in his house than when he had like a real job doing whatever he was doing. And he was like, yeah, I couldn't do that, man. I ain't really set up to have no job, man. Like, people aren't supposed to have no job. And the guy he's talking to is like, yo, I'm retired with a great pension. I make a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And the guy was like, well, it ain't even about money for me, because he made more than the barber guy, but, in retirement. And he was just like, yeah, it ain't for everybody. It ain't for, and so the guy with the pension was like, I hear what you saying, right? But that might be more of a personal issue that you got an issue with having a boss. But he was like, but everybody got a boss. Your customer sitting in your chair is your boss in that time frame. He like, nah, because if he get the trip and I just tell him to leave. Yeah, okay, I hear you. But, he's telling you what you want. He's a client, right? You can't tell all your clients to leave, because you won't be in business, right? Like, we all answer to somebody, and you can quit a job, or you can put in for another job and transfer jobs too. Like, you can do that too. But like, it's just one of those things. Hold on, let me see. So I want to see what they talking about. P.S. Thank you for the jeans coming, but I'm really regular. I was just really focused early in life. She was absolutely focused. I was not. Bro, I would challenge any college that accepts students like how I was with my 2.3 GPA out of high school, and in 4 years, my students will outperform them. All right, check. Okay, so let's say this. In high school, I barely got out of high school. Your GPA was higher than mine. I had to take that. I had to take the GED test to get out of high school because I stayed skipping. I was never in that school. And I was not going to college because I wasn't even planning on going to college. I went later. My life extremely elevated after college. Extremely. My YouTube career can thank college, okay? Because I was doing YouTube videos before I really graduated, and it wasn't my first video that ever got any kind of real traction when I was talking about I just finished my accounting degree, and then I saw a bump. I never got any, like all the times I was going and sitting in restaurants and just like, I'm just vlogging my day. Nobody cared. But riding home one day, I'm like, I just completed my last class of my accounting degree. I'm getting ready to go to graduation. It jumped. And I was like, what is this? I don't even know what this is. And so it was me learning or me talking about my education experience or talking about things that I learned. That's how I even grew this channel. But my channel can absolutely thank my degree. This house, when I was trying to buy at the time, the lender I don't know what was going on, but they were just hard on like lending money at the time. But they were like, we need to see what you do for a living. I told them what I did. I was working in accounting, and that I was almost done my accounting degree, and I had just finished it. I was about to finish it or whatever. They actually asked for my college transcripts to prove that I had accounting credit, that I was going to be an accountant. They wanted proof that, and I had to send them my transcript as part of my package. They wanted to see if that was really going to be the profession that I was going to be working in. Like it was like, what? Like, who would have thought? But yeah, it's crazy. Let me see. Not entrepreneurship is for everyone. Neither is college. Yeah. Well, and so to your point, Nisha, college, a job, entrepreneurship, different people have different tolerance levels, right? I got a cousin who can go to prison but can't go to college. Like, to him, college is much harder than going to prison. I don't know why. It's just what it is, right? He'll work. He'll slave in the sun. He can fight people. He can do all that stuff, but he cannot go sit in that class for nothing in his life. Okay, it just ain't him. It's just like one of my people won't wear a tie. Just would not put a tie on. He'll wear a button down, but he got to wear it without the tie. He can't put button on with the tie, just mind him a court, whatever. It's whatever it is, all right? It's some people, certain things they just can't deal with. By the way, we're 2 minutes away. We're 2 minutes away. All right, hold on. From New Year's, when I went into business, when I went business broke and homeless, my business was making $40K a year. Which was bad because it was a business with employees, but it's people working hard to work up to $40K a year. Yeah, so okay, what you just said. Now, does it matter if the 40K, let's say if you have a business and you're making 40K, right? I know people who make let's say 100K. Well, let's say make 100K working on the job, working from home, and they have very little responsibility as far as like when you own a business. When you own a business, you got employees, stuff happens, you're responsible. They car can catch on fire, and they got to leave the job because they car on fire. Now you got to figure out things, right? But then I know people who make 100K doing like very little, going into like they work from home or whatever, make $100,000 working at a job, got 401k plan, got health benefits, they got all that stuff, and then somebody's out there making $50K a year, but they own the business, but they can't ever turn off. By the way, hold on. We should be in the countdown. 11:59. Hold up. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. It's almost New Year's. It's almost New Year's. Wow. He said first one should. Okay. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. We did it. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. We made it. Yeah. Yeah. Happy New Year, bro. Hey, so look. So JT said, all right, hold on. So Nisha said that she thinking about starting a YouTube channel. And so JT said you definitely should. And your first video should be burning your college degree. And I'll enroll you in JT Can't Lose YouTube School for free. And everybody turning in. But what I was saying was there are people who make $100K a year doing very little work at their job, and then there are people who might be making $50,000 a year with a struggling business, or $10,000 a year. I know people who make nothing a year. Their business is terrible, or whatever. It's just not doing well. And I'm not trying to even laugh at that, but I'm just saying, like, it's just not doing well. So they're not really profiting anything. They like losing, and they going and they borrowing money, and they just upside down. It's just terrible business. But they're in that business or whatever. And then, of course, it's the vice versa. I know people who have extremely successful businesses and making very low money at a job. It's not like you could just look at everything one way. LeBron James is an employee. He's an employee. He works for the NBA. He's an employee. And he makes a lot of money doing it. We can't just look at one thing and say, oh, well, the guys at McDonald's, they're the only people with a job. No, there's people out here who making millions and millions of dollars as an employee, but they couldn't create that business of the NBA. They coming from where they from, they ain't got no money. They need a job so that they can eventually get the millions of dollars, and now they can create a NBA-esque kind of business. But at the time, they ain't got no money. They ain't got no education. They just can play basketball or whatever. They can do whatever that job is or whatever. But then we take that money, we put ourselves in position to really be bosses if that's what you got to do. Some people, they can just start a business and they're going to be straight. You know what I'm saying? All right, so my sister says she's proud of her degrees. They served me well, took me all the way to U.S. Supreme Court. I retired before the age of 45. I just like to learn new things. Yes, by the way, my sister is retired. She's a retired lawyer, and she's young, okay? She's extremely young, less than 50 years old, all right? She's young, all right? She's 46. Yeah, she's definitely retired before the age of 45. She's been retired for a while now. So, it's a blessing, Now, I guess some people I've been trying to tell to stop going to college because the degree won't help them. See, I don't believe in overeducation. I believe in getting a degree that can help you. Now, if you are getting a degree and that degree is not going to help you, stop getting that degree, all right? Stop. Yeah. Shout out to Andrews. Yeah. First Lady of Andrews. Yeah. So, but yeah, I know people who definitely go to school and getting degrees that they shouldn't get. but you know, they get a master's in accounting and they got a bachelor's in accounting, and they working in IT. It's like, what are you doing? What you working on your master's in accounting for? You're not even working. You're not even trying to do that. Like, go get a master's in IT, computer science, something. Do something that useful. But yeah, man, we made it. I can't believe y'all stuck with me all the way here. I'm on quarantine, so I can't go nowhere. And I'm just glad you guys made it this far. All right, we about to get off of here. And thank you guys for bringing in the new year. We brought in the new year tonight. Matter of fact, I got a little song. I would play it, but I ain't gonna play it. I've been in the studio. I've been recording music. JT, man, when I'm gonna get you in the studio, bro? I need to get you in the studio, bro. Get you in the yo. Anyway, blessings to everybody. Go enjoy your families. I done kept y'all captive as long as I could. I need to do this more often. But hold on, let me show you how we're gonna get up out of here. Watch this. Hold up. Don't hang up yet. Hold up. Let me show you how we're gonna get out of here. There we go. All right.
Beat me up, Scotty. Me and her together, we just count it up. Money on my mind, I can't get enough. Don't play with my money, you don't want no beef. 'Cause I come from the bottom, I come from the street.
Oh, you know what? Before I go, I just want to tell y'all that JT is going to be showing me or helping me become a full-time YouTuber, where I will need to be making at least $300,000 a year before I can walk away from my job. And he's gonna help me do that. Him and Stan, you know, we working on this thing. We're gonna start working on this thing. And so yeah, for sure. We're gonna do that. But let me get back to this.
Beat me up, Scotty. Me and her together, we just count it up. Money on my mind, I can't get enough. Don't play with my money, you don't want no beef. 'Cause I come from the bottom, I come from the street. When she first saw me, she said, who is that? When a man saw me, he called me a threat. I'm the one that really lived with a rap. They ain't never did it, they ain't really trap.
They're hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino is the name. There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you.